What is going on, everybody? This is 86 here, back with another video. And in today, just want to talk a little bit about Diablo 4. I started playing it yesterday. I picked it up and have been playing it for I think about 5 hours in total now, maybe about four, about level 19, 20, something like that. Um, Enjoying the game so far. The combat feels great, feels very fluid. The game world feels amazing. It's so just feels good to be in Sanctuary again. They really put a lot of effort into the campaign and just the way the story feels so far. Just really feels really good. Um, yeah, just enjoying the experience so far. I would recommend it as of right now. I think it's a very solid platform for an ARPG. I think with the seasons and the things that they plan on building on, I think that this game has a lot of potential to be a very, very big contender with Path of Exile. I know they're not really necessarily competing on the same um, spectrum because this one's kind of a little bit more of an MMO than Path of Exile is, but it's a very solid game. It feels very good to play. Very little lagging, very little glitches. Combat feels very streamlined, feels very fluid. It just feels good, even on my somewhat older PC, which does not necessarily run the greatest. Some of the settings tuned down a little bit. It runs pretty good. Um, Now let's kind of talk about some of the cons of the game. I think one of the biggest letdowns or biggest downfalls of the game is the level scaling. Um, it just feels terrible to always have mobs leveling with you. You just never really feel like you're getting stronger, which is kind of the one of the very big aspects of ARPG. I guess this is why you can kind of consider this more of an MMO than an ARPG, um, because the level scaling really just makes it so you never really feel like you're getting more powerful, um, and that just really does not feel good in an ARPG. In an ARPG, the power fantasy type game, you want to feel like you're getting unbelievably powerful and decimating tons and tons of enemies. Just throwing mobs with one fucking hit. But you never really feel like that in this, and it just does not necessarily feel too great while you level. That you never really feel like you're getting stronger. Um, Hopefully this kind of changes in the later in game. As I said, I'm only about level 20, and so far it just does not feel good to level right now. I feel like every time I level, I'm actually setting myself back um, till I get like upgraded gear, and yeah, that just does not feel good. Um, but the game overall is fun. It's fun. The gameplay feels great. Questing feels great. The campaign is solid. Storytelling is amazing. I have to say that they definitely pulled out all the stops for this game. It feels really good. We'll have to see if it continues to feel that way. Um, in the long run, I mean, hopefully they will, listen to the community and change things the way they need to be changed. I don't really know what that is, but I think the level scaling needs to be addressed in some way, shape, or form so that you at least feel like you're getting more powerful in some way. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing away in the game. I'm gonna keep working my way through the campaign. The campaign is quite extensive. It does take quite a while to get through. So I think it's gonna be a while. I don't really even have any time off for another 4 days until Monday, so I'll be able to push a lot further then. But I can only play for a few hours every day until then. The working man's life, though. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, overall, I would have to say if anybody's skeptical about getting the game, I think it's an investment to the future of this ARPG. And I really do feel like it has a lot of potential. And if they make some changes that I think the community is addressing. I think one of the big ones is they really need to address this level scaling in some way, shape, or form. I also think monster density is kind of lacking. There's a lot of times where you're just running around and you're not really fighting anything. That kind of sucks, especially in an ARPG where the main thing you want to be doing is fighting mobs, getting loot. Drops kind of feel a little lackluster. I mean, I I I don't know if they did that just to make the game kind of more challenging, but loot definitely kind of leaves something to be desired right now. Hopefully, in the end game that'll feel better. Also, I'll do an update video. This is kind of my early on impressions, and then when I get to the end game and I'm further into the game, I'll do an updated video, kind of explaining how I feel about the game then. But so far it's solid. I'm gonna be playing it for a while. I think I'm gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's a good game for me to just jump between PoE and this, and I think it'll be pretty solid addition to the ARPG genre. Definitely better than Lost Ark. I'll tell you that much already. Just feels better than Lost Ark. Uh, Feels more like an ARPG than Lost Ark. But yeah, I think that the game uh, is a solid foundation. I would give it a, with the level of scaling, maybe a 6.5 out of 10 so far. If they fix the level scaling, some of the other issues, I could easily see it go to an 8 or a 9. Um, but yeah, the level scaling kind of hurts the game pretty bad right now. It does not feel good in an ARPG to have level scaling like this. But I'm just gonna kind of keep slogging through, getting through the campaign. I'm just kind of decided to go rogue because I want to try a penetrating shot build. That's what it was called. And I'm playing like shit right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm too distracted by the video. But I always seem to do that when I make videos. Kind of get lost in what I'm thinking about, talking about. But I hope everybody has a good one. This was just like kind of a quick video. I wanted to do this yesterday, but my internet ended up going down, so I wasn't even able to really play much yesterday. But yeah, I think the game is solid. Um, I do recommend it for anybody who really enjoys ARPGs. You're not going to get the complexity that you would have in Path of Exile, that's for sure. Um, I think Path of Exile is still just a better ARPG. There's just so much more content. I think trying to compare the two is kind of apples and oranges though, because Path of Exile just has so many years of content. Um, but yeah, it's solid. I'm looking forward to the future of Diablo 4. I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm glad I purchased it. Um, and hopefully there's just gonna be fun for years and years to come now with this game. And I really hope they do fix some of the problems and they listen to the community in this game. Just kind of moves forward and becomes a really solid game. Um, Hope everybody has a good one. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Sorry for the quality of the video. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.